Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna Jolene and I'm the author of the Glorium Sea series as well as the Moonrise Beach series. So I'm actually going to be showing you my initial setup of my new B6 Stalogy. So I'm going to be using this as my monthly, weekly, and daily planner for my shop. So in April, my shop, Jolene Printables, started to release physical stickers. So now I have monthly kits, weekly kits, scripts, bow icons, and all those kind of things, in addition to the ring-bound printable inserts, as well as the Hobonichi B6 Stalogy full-page stickers. So if you guys are interested in any of the items from my shop, you guys can always use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off. I'm going to be using a lot of my printables to set up this Stalogy, but I found that I needed something more than what my cousin offered. I used my cousin as kind of like a life planner. It holds everything from YouTube, my work as an author, also my shop previously, but I just found that the daily pages weren't enough for me, and so sometimes I just need a little extra room, and so this is what I have come up with. I needed something that was quite flexible. Obviously with the B6 Stalogy, it's just a grid notebook, and so you really are able to change it up as you want every single week. So the cover that I have here is a Simply Gilded TN cover. This came in the Stay Golden box, and I do have a full unboxing of that. It's really pretty. It even came with like a little bow I just attached to the bottom, but I love this color. I think it's perfect for spring. So it actually comes with the 4 elastics, and what I did was I actually used the first 2 to hold inserts for my shop. So I'll show you those quickly. So in my shop, I sell printable inserts for the personal wide rings, and that's actually what this is. So this is the daily grid insert. It has the scallop down the center. If I move it like this, you can probably see that. But instead of cutting it down here and then punching it for the rings, what I did was I just trimmed it around as you normally would, but instead I just folded it in half, and so that way I have now a TN insert. So if you guys are interested in trying out TNs but you don't want to spend the extra money on buying completely new inserts, if you already have my inserts for the ring bounds, you can do the same thing. So that is what I did. I have the daily grid, and in this section I am going to be using it to brainstorm new ideas for my shop. So this will contain new product ideas. I don't have a cover. I think I want to create something that will be exactly what I need for this area, but I haven't had the chance to do that. I just got my Stalogy yesterday and I started to set it up last night. Ideally, I would have liked to do it on camera, but I just don't have that much time these days, and so I'm going to show you my initial setup of what I've done so far, and then maybe next week I will show you kind of like what I've actually come up with. Around these inserts, I have just put a piece of acetate. This is from a Simply Gilded box, and then this is a vellum from Simply Gilded as well. And then on my second string, I have the same thing, acetate, which I find just protects the vellum. So that is from Simply Gilded, and then the vellum has some beautiful foiling on it, and that is also from Simply Gilded. And then in this one, I did the same. I just folded it in half and I just stuck it in the strings like this, and this is the personal wide ring insert. So as you guys can see, you still get the beautiful signature scallop on all my inserts with the TN. And so now I have a list insert. I'm going to be using this as a inbox. It's going to be my to-do list. So I don't want this in my actual weekly or daily planner because this may change. One of the things that I found difficult about the cousin is whenever I wrote larger lists, sometimes I'm not able to finish it all. I didn't like the fact that I had to keep flipping back and forth and trying to find that list so that I can compile my to-do list for the day. So I think having something separate like this will be nice, and I can take this out and also have this open at the same time. So that's what I have here, and then in the front I just have this little laminated, these are just like florals. I made this myself. It just has my initial there, so I keep that there in the front. And then I just have some samplers. These are freebies if you order from my shop. So that I just have those there in the front. And then this is my Stalogy, of course. I'm sure you have seen this. So I actually have two other Stalogies that I'm currently using. This one right here in this Auristelle Airy cover. This is the Snow Angel. I am using as my morning journal, so I have that all in here, which I keep up with. And then I also have this one. This is the Lavender Cream cover from Auristelle, and I'm using this as my goals bullet journal. So I have all of that in there as well. So I'm adding a third one. This one is going to be for shop only. So this clip here is from Glimmer and Glam Co. And then the pen here came with the TN. So what I've done here is I've actually washi taped the front and back. All of these washi tapes are from Simply Gilded. I have been collecting the passport washies, and so I wanted to display them quite nicely in my planner somehow, and I came up with this layout. So you can see quite a lot of the different passport washies that I've collected over the past year or so. And then I also added in some other ones here. This is the rainbow one. So I just added those in between them to kind of make it look a little bit more cohesive. So I really like how this turned out. And then I did the same thing with the back. So this is what the back looks like. This one has more like blues and greens. And then this one has some more pinky blues and purples. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. It was a nice activity, nice to kind of like relax and do this. So I really enjoy doing that. So that is just in the front and back. I didn't do anything here. I might just put some scrapbooking paper just to cover up this area. But these are inserts from my shop. I do have them for all of the Hobonichi sizes and also the B6 Stalogy. So if you have an A6 Stalogy, you can use the A6 Hobonichi printables, and if you have an A5 Stalogy, you can also use the Hobonichi cousin printables, which have the same format and design. So you guys can once again use the code if you guys are interested. But this is my year on one page important dates insert. I have two colorways in my shop. This is the pink version, and then I also have a neutral gray. It kind of looks a bit like this. And you have a couple options of how to use it. This particular one I printed out on sticker paper and I cut it out with my silhouette. But this one right here, I just printed out on thinner paper than normal. This is not the paper that I use to print out my inserts like these. This is a little bit thinner because I am going to be sticking in my Stalogy, so I don't want the 32-pound paper. It'll chunk it up way too much. And then I just printed it out and then cut it with a page trimmer. And so that is what I have here. So that is the same thing. This one is what it looks like if you print it out on sticker paper. And then for this one here, I used the same thing, just printed out on regular paper so that it's not so bulky. So this is another insert from my shop. I have two fonts in my shop. So one that's more cutesy and another one that's more minimal. So you can have your choice. Right here I do have the simple font, which is more minimal here. And I have the year on 2-page option. I do have another option in my shop that is the 1 year. So you can have the year to glance all in one page. And then I do have a Monday and Sunday start. So for me, I chose a Monday start because I do have my new releases typically on Mondays. So this Monday start is perfect for me. And what I've done is I've just put down my important events with the translucent dot stickers, and I will use this to fill all of that out. And in the B6 size, you do have some lines here. So that is also great to use. And then I know that a lot of people tend to set up their Stalogies on a monthly basis. So they have their month and then all their weeks or dailies after that, and then the next month, and then so on and so forth. But for me, because I am going to be future planning my new releases, I kind of want all my monthlies together. And so that's what I've done here. I have these tabs from Ariebea's shop that I use to tab up my monthly section, and I do have a PR code for Ariebea's shop. I have a lot of things I'm going to be using from her shop in this setup, so if you guys are interested, you guys can use the code AnnaJolene10 to save in her shop, and then you can actually get this freebie. This is my current freebie at the moment, It's really, really cute. This calendar that I have here is actually from my shop. So this is actually the personal wide ring bound insert from my shop. So what I did was I just printed it on one side, so there's nothing on the back here, and then I trimmed it down with my paper trimmer. I chose the Monday start here, and what I did was I just pasted them all in. I started with April last month because that's actually when I started to release the physical stickers in my shop, so I wanted to keep track of that when I get paid in all my new releases. I do also need to mark down all the sales that I did in my shop, because that's something that I also want to track. And then what I did was I just added a little bit of Simply Gilded washi. So I will leave my referral code for that down below. So last night I just put down all of these monthly calendars from my shop all until December. So I have May here, which I have already set up for this month. June is here, July, August, September, October, November, and then I have December here. And then come the new year, I will probably set up my monthlies all together once again. This is what May looks like. I use the Sakura Stardust washi from Simply Gilded because in May I used a kit from Ariebea's shop. This is one of her new journaling kits, and it came with 5 pages. You can buy these a la carte. As you guys can see, I used quite a bit of them to set up my monthly. Several types of washis. You have like these corner types. It has a lot of deco, which I went crazy and used a ton of them. So you have all of those, and then the larger pieces that I'm going to show you are actually die cuts. I think it's like 5 pieces. This is one of them that I didn't end up using, and these are actually stickers, so you can use them as die cuts to decorate your planner. I actually peeled the backing off to use as a sticker. It's adhesive on the back, so it works perfectly. I just added a May script, and then I just decorated it using the kit. So it has like some quotes there. It says start a new day, and then at the bottom here it says this beautiful moment. So I did some deco. I did a lot of layering with these florals. I think it turned out really cute, and these stars and the little petals there are really, really sweet. And then these scripts here are all from my shop. I have some payday scripts here, and then the new releases is also from my shop. So if you guys are interested in that, again, you can find it in my shop. I do also have the date numbers that I am going to be using in the future months as well. But this is how I have set up my monthly pages. And then I do have another kit. I think it's right here. This is the one I want to use for June. It has like a Disney theme. So this is what it looks like. And this one is called Magic Mouse. So it's really cute. You have a lot of different elements to set up your Stalogy with. I think it's a perfect amount of items. So you can buy these a la carte or as a kit. The Sakura one, this one that I use, is actually one of the monthly kits. So it's one of the larger kits. So you get die cuts. Not all of the kits come with that. So I'm going to show you how I have set up, or how I've started to set up my May. So these are the washi tapes that came with the Ariebea kit, and you have these larger die cuts. So this is a die cut, this is a die cut here, and then these two are the other 2 die cuts, so you have 5 in total. And then I just really like this kind of like brown pattern with the florals. I think it's very, very pretty. So this is going to be my title page for May. I haven't quite finished it. I thought that I would add the finishing touches with you on camera because, like I said, I was doing this quite late at night. Ideally I would have done it during the day when I could film, but I just didn't have enough time during the day. These are monthly scripts from my shop. These are meant for the monthly kits that I sell, but I'm going to actually use one of these just to mark down the month. So I think that will look really, really sweet. It's very easy to decorate because the die cuts are quite large. And then right here I actually have another one of my printables, and this is my monthly dashboard. So if you watch my cousin Flips, then you may be familiar with this. I use this to kind of break down the month so I can keep track of it better. So I have two different colorways here. So this is the pink one. I just chose it because it matches the Sakura kit. And then I also have a gray one, which I think I will use next month because the colors kind of match better with this. So we'll see. And then here, so it has a space for to do. So you have a whole list here. You have a notes section, and then these 4 boxes, which you can do whatever you want with. You can use them for goals. What I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be doing the same thing as my cousin, but I'm just going to be using this for shop. So this is what it looks like in my cousin. I have used these stickers. These are from Ariebea shop once again, the 52-week flags, and I'm going to break down my new releases. I just want a place to mark down everything that I did. So I'm going to go ahead and actually do that. So I believe we are in week 18. I am going to grab that here, and we'll just add it to the corner of each box. And this way I'm able to really easily see what I have released and what I have coming up that's going to be released. I do plan my releases quite in advance, sometimes for a whole month, maybe even 2. So sometimes it can get confusing if a lot of time has passed. So I've just added that. So I'm going to be writing the releases in my shop here, and then over here I just wrote down all of my things that I need to do this month. So for example, I want to open up a Shopify hopefully this month, and I want to design all of these things here. So that is how I'm going to be using this. It's kind of like a dashboard. And then here I have one of my Stalogy trackers. So this is a daily tracker. Again, I have this in the 2 font choices. I have the cute font right here, and then I also have it in the pink once again because it matches the Sakura kit, but I also have it in the gray. So this just goes from 1 to 31, and I just wrote down reoccurring tasks for the shop. So here at the top it's mostly social media, so anytime I post on Instagram, if anytime I do a reel or post on TikTok, things like that, I just check it off. And then I also mark down the days I go to the post office, and then I also mark down when I do my bookkeeping. So I have space for more if I want to add. So that's great. And then in this section, I have just added a few of these corner stickers and layered the die cut sticker on top. I'm going to probably use this as a finance tracker or an inbox, so I just needed a space, so I just decorated it lightly so that I can put all the information in here. I'm thinking about creating a finance tracker similar to these 2 here and adding that to the shop. So let me know if that's something that you would like. For the shop now, there's quite a lot of expenses, and so I want a place to keep track of that. So if this kind of like open layout doesn't work out for me this month, I will definitely design a finance tracker and add that to the shop. So this is my first week that I have done in my new Stalogy. Today is actually the Thursday, and so I have started to kind of fill things in. I used the kit from Ariebea shop to kind of go with it. So this is the larger washi piece, and I just use these date covers that match it, and then I'm using the boxes to kind of mark down the important stuff. And these bow icons are all from my shop. So if you guys are interested in that, again, you guys can use the code. I just find them very functional. They match quite a lot of different kits as well. I'm excited about this setup. I think it's going to be really functional and fun for me to set up each week. If you guys would like me to do plan with me videos on my Stalogy, definitely let me know. I think it'll be something fun to do. I like the fact that I'll be able to change up my weekly formats or daily formats however I like. Some weeks I'm more busy than others, so I need a daily page, and some weeks I'm not even working on my shop, I am writing instead, and so I don't need a full layout in this planner. So it'll be nice to create Bujo spreads in this planner and kind of do whatever I like with it. So I'm really excited about it. Once again, this is just my initial setup, so I will definitely film another video once I have added a few more things to it. Like I said, I just started filling this out last night, so I'm sure that as the days go on and I start to fill up this as well, it will look a lot more full. But I'm really excited about this setup. I feel like there's enough deco there that it's really cute, but it's still quite simple and very functional, especially with these inserts from my shop. I just find that it adds quite a lot more structure. So it's the perfect amount of freedom, but the functionality is still there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you guys are interested in the printables or the stickers from my shop, then use the code SAVE10 to save 10% off your order. I will leave all my PR codes and referral links down below as well for you guys to check out. But thank you guys for joining me for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful, and if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!